Alright, so I'm up here at one of my more favorite places here in town, and I'm gonna do a fire piston video and see if we can make this work. But this is kicking my butt, so I'm gonna get my tripod out of here, and then I will get set up, and I am going through my tender bundle, the way that I'm going to process all that, to the actual seeing if I can make that fire work. I could have had this shit all together, I guess, but I was gonna set up and show you guys pulling the bark off of the trees over there, all of that. Now, this time of year and where I live, this is my go-to material. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Alright, right. I hope that shows up. So anyhow, right here is my bark. That's the stuff that I'm gonna process. Some of this is left over from last time. God, I wish I could see that screen. Let's see. Alright, so right here, what I'm doing is twisting this, rolling it, whatever it makes to expose the fine fibers of it. And you guys can't see that, can you? Or can you? Anyhow, right here is what I want to dump the that little piece of char cloth into. Okay, now that's just the way that I make my bird's nest. By no means is that the only way or anything like that. Well, now what I do with some of these is I make a cradle. And what I want is some pieces that are long enough that I can almost make a bird's nest like that. Bring that back up in like this, and then I can put that into that. Now what that allows me to do is it gives me something just a little bit safer to hold on to instead of having that ball burst into flames. And then I've got my bag, and I've got my flint and steel. I've got a roll of jute twine that I could break up, and the fire piston. Now, something that I want to have ready is I want my knife out, open, so as soon as I get the fire going, or the char cloth going, that little piece is how much that I'm using. So what I want to do is I just want that in the end like that, and put it in here, hit it, it's going, take my knife, there we go, drop that down in there like so, and then we are going to you guys can see that smoke roll off. Alright, I gotta do that again simply because setting the camera up I took too long and I burnt it up. So we're gonna do the exact same thing here. Okay, right here. Alright, what'd I do? I packed that in too tight. I must have loaded up the bottom full of shit. There we go. What the hell? What's happening? That. Let's see here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take just a little bit of bark and I'm going to add to that and see. I might need to put another piece of char cloth down in there so that that little piece, almost like with my flint and steel, because it seems like that's burning out too fast. So let's see. Oh hell. Guys, this is t-shirt or some shit. I'm gonna put that in there. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna knock them on their char cloth because it does light. Whenever I make char cloth, I always use jeans, simply because of the heavier denim. I think that it lasts a little bit longer, and this seems like it burns right up. I'd hate to have to turn a Fire Piston video into a flint and steel video. All right. Alright, there we go. That was a little tougher than the flint and steel. Hopefully that shows up. Let's see. Let's see, where's my hand? Come up just a little. Okay. So what is my honest opinion on this? Easy to use. I'd say it's easy to use. The only thing is, I am not sure if it was something I was doing with overpacking that tip, or what it is. I would not recommend a person use a t-shirt for char cloth. That's just my opinion. I think it all depends. If you are stuck out in the hills or something, and that's all you have is a bandana or part of your shirt sleeve or whatever, by all means use it. If you know how to make char cloth, and char cloth is fairly easy to make, you use a small tin and you poke a hole in it, you throw your material inside the tin, throw it on top of your fire, and as soon as the smoke starts coming out, you stick a stick in the hole, close the lid, whatever it takes, and you let that char inside the tin. All you're doing is taking the oxygen away from it, but you don't want it to have you don't want to burn it up with oxygen, is what I'm trying to say. Would I take a fire piston over a flint and steel? Just with the things that I have right now. Ferro rods, lighters, flint and steel, fire piston, and I mean, Joe knows how to do a bow drill. I know how to do a bow drill. I would have to say that my number one go-to would still be a ferro rod. Simply because if with the ferro rod, let me explain that. Flint and steel is excellent. The fire piston, I think once I learn more about things in my area that are natural for me to put in there, same with the flint and steel. Fire piston, flint and steel, same thing. If I have a natural that I could put in the fire piston, because a fire piston just works on the compression. As you slam that in, you're causing that air in that chamber to heat up, and that's what ignites it. If I could find a natural that I could put in the end of that in this area, they say chaga works, they say some of the other stuff works. I don't have that. My battery's flashing, so I'm going to have to pick this up again. Maybe I'll try it. Flint and steel, again, I'm relying on char cloth because I don't have chaga. I am not sure what is natural for it to take a spark. Therefore, I'm going to lean towards the ferro rod. Alright guys, thanks for watching.